Hello, this is Escape Note.
This is Drake.
This is Ark.
And last but least is Blue Highland.
And welcome to Part 12, which is the part that comes after 11 and the one that comes before 13.
Are you sure of that?
I don't know, actually next episode will be Part 14. We're gonna start making this is gonna turn in somehow into a Quentin Tarantino movie.
We should do Part 15 just to screw with them now.
Actually, this will be replaced with the ending of Final Fantasy, or just going back at the beginning. It's actually a loop. It's like Finnegan's Wake. When you get
And
to
you
the
also
beginning.
shouldn't have part 13, you should have part 13 too.
Yeah. Oh no.
At least we got that out of the way this time.
Yeah, we got the LP we got that reference to that terrible game out real quick.
You know, surprisingly enough, Strygate was actually really good in this dungeon because every single enemy can be hit with level 4 flare.
Oh.
So,
Wait,
you know,
what dungeon are you on now?
this is the Cave of the Veld. It's just a dungeon where you get Shadow.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a forgettable dungeon because it looks like every other cave in this game.
Yeah, I thought you were at that dungeon where you gotta, like, find 5 billion pieces of gold and feed them to the chest and fight the thing.
Oh yeah, that's the Dark Cave.
That's later.
That from Pokemon Gold and Silver.
No, that's in this game.
No, it's like the Dark Cave.
Oh, okay.
It's full of Zubat. Anyway, so this is just one of I guess the save space. Every single cave in this game looks exactly the same.
Well, I mean, they are quite high-quality dungeons, you know. We could be playing Mystic Quest and everything would just be linear and whatever. You know, they put a lot of work into the walls and stuff. Hey, look at that background. Someone spent, like, a long time making very convincing, you know, walls. And, yeah, he's dead now.
Poor Edgar. I guess he's taking the place of good old Sabin.
Well, someone has to fill the void.
Oh, by the way, that monster, his armor is made out of a cow's head.
Are you sure that's armor? Maybe this was just all one being, and this is just a skeleton.
I think he's like 15 different animals, and they've all got mixed together into some crazy undead creature.
Maybe there's some Flamosaurus Rex in there somewhere.
Yeah, Flamosaurus. Oh no, you cheated.
I didn't cheat. If he's weak to instant death, then I can abuse it. I mean, come on.
Why didn't you abuse Imp against those Tomberries last episode?
He's not smart enough for that.
Because I'm not good at this game.
Snap!
I thought you were trying to be, you know, go in the challenge way and not cheese through the game, but I don't know. Maybe I thought too highly of you. Huh? Huh?
I don't cheese the game, sometimes. I don't think I cheese the game.
It's Final Fantasy VI. It's one of the most cheesable games in the series.
It's actually pretty difficult to cheese. It's the only more difficult game that cheeses, to not cheese, is Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
You have to go out of your way to not cheese that one.
The PlayStation games were just very cheesy.
This is true. That's better than Final Fantasy V, which you could kill every single boss using 2 blue magic spells.
Yeah.
Just use level 2 old, and then use level 5 death.
Every single one?
Every single boss. Or you can use Discord, too.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one either.
You can
I
use
I even walked through that game and I didn't know that one.
You use Discord if the boss isn't a multiple of 2, then you use level 2 old, and then you cast level 5 death.
But that does make sense, because everything I said in that walkthrough was a lie.
It's kind of unfortunate, actually. Oh well. Because Discord and like the level 2 and level 3, level 4 spells in Final Fantasy V ignore immunities. So that's why it's super broken.
Is that like a glitch? Did they fix that for the Game Boy Advance version?
I think it's still in the Game Boy Advance version. I've never played the Game Boy Advance version. It was in the PlayStation version, at least.
So here we are at the Final Fantasy V LP. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Wait. I mean, you can only talk about the walls of the caves for so long.
And what strategy is there to talk? Strategy of Final Fantasy VI. Get Ultima. GG.
Kill lots of dinosaurs in the forest. Become all-powerful. Conquer the world.
Just get the offering and Setsu's fixed dice.
Explore,
have you done that yet?
Discover, conquer.
Move rocks, go into wall, do things.
That's a summary of pretty much every game ever.
I'm summarizing what you're doing now. Oh, we get to fight the toe cutters again.
Yeah. I think
I
either
what kind of praying mantis cuts off toes.
No, they
them? Do they hoard them?
No, they actually just cut your toenails. They're being very helpful.
It's so nice.
I always found that they reminded me slightly of Seymour's hair from Final Fantasy X.
So that's where they got the inspiration.
Oh my god.
Nomura was around when this game was happening, so I could see where he'd get that from.
It's like he went. It's like he from after Final Fantasy VII, when going from 8 and then to 10, he thought, what more can I get away with? How ridiculous can I make this before they make me stop? Seymour is the end of that.
No. It's not.
Yeah.
Not even halfway.
Well, look, notice who...
What's more ridiculous than Seymour?
Mevin Nuge. He's dressed in
grief.
red pajamas.
Yes,
and he has a single ponytail that goes in front of his head down to his toes. Somehow. And
Also,
back on topic, it's that guy, you know, him.
Wolfie. McGee.
Interceptor. Or Angelo, whatever.
Attacked by Señor Behemoth. Señor Behemoth.
No, it's the Sir Behemoth. He was knighted by the other behemoths.
Señorita Behemoth.
If Behemoth knighting is anything like knighting in United Kingdom, he just did a bunch of movies or something.
Or he wrote a book or something. Wait. Was that child molester guy from the BBC, was he actually knighted? I forget his name. The guy looked exactly like a child molester. I'm not British, so I don't remember his name. Ark, you have any idea?
Savile.
Yeah, that dude. Was he knighted or anything?
I think so. I haven't really followed it too much, but yeah, that is pretty much an example of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in order to get knighted, you either have to be a monster at the bottom of a cave or you molest children on TV. So there you go.
Well, Edgar's, I guess, a knight now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that works.
It's in such bad taste. Why are we bringing this up anyway?
I don't know.
Because we're horrible people. Isn't that obvious by now?
I guess we could make a bunch of Mexican jokes for Señor Behemoth, but that seems an even worse taste.
Yes, and that would get you into the same trouble as Jeremy Clarkson, which I'm sure you'd probably quite like.
Oh, Jeremy Clarkson is the dude, alright?
He is, yes.
You can only talk about the wall for so long.
I think I could talk more about the walls. I like how it's like, you know, spread backwards. It looks like there's caves upon caves back there. Perhaps it is somehow a metaphor to the allegory of the cave. Or not. In fact, almost certainly not.
It's probably not.
Actually, everything is an allegory to the cave.
Even when you're outside of the cave, you just can only see the shadow of the cave.
Enemies coming from behind! Ooh!
And then you escape that cave only to find out that there was a cave within a cave.
The entire game is actually a cave.
Caveception.
Indeed.
Undead Señor Behemoth.
He's not very hard.
No.
Please don't. I mean, I used air anchor. I mean, will you...
I don't think I've ever seen air anchor ever used.
Throw squad. I think air anchor is pretty awesome. I mean, I just killed him in one hit.
Oh. And you got a behemoth suit. Hooray!
Yay.
You're ready for Halloween. In 10 months.
I'm just ready for Halloween. 3 months after it happened.
Yeah. Now you could go back in time, maybe.
Oh,
Time travel? Are we referencing that game again?
No?
Chrono Trigger?
No, the game that's not nearly as bad.
Radiant Historia? Oracle of Ages.
Final Fantasy 1.
Final Fantasy 8. I think we're out of time travel games.
Yep. At least time travel games I played.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head anymore.
Braid.
Skyward Sword.
You go back in time in that game? Oh yeah, you have those little machines that go back in time.
Yeah.
Oh, we're watching a Shadow flashback. I hate to be on topic, but you know.
Bark, bark.
Woof, woof. I like the black and white. They were getting artistic with this one.
Or maybe the color budget ran out.
The color budget?
You didn't know?
Video games have to pay for colors?
Yeah, it's like the color tax of 94.
So it's like a 30s movie, video games? You have to pay through the nose to get color?
Yeah.
Alright. You gotta pay Technicolor like millions of dollars to go and make all your video games colorful? How come there aren't more black and white games then?
Oh, I mean, games just they just always paid the tax.
Oh. But this one only paid
nowadays
99.
Apple owns the patent for colouring.
Oh, shit.
And I sequence broke this.
Oh, you did?
You're not supposed to get Realm and Strago before this. You're supposed to go for Shadow first. So they walk out of the place, then realize they're in Thamasa, and say, well, home sweet home, and then go immediately back to the place where Shadow was.
Well, Strago is old. Maybe he just didn't realize where he was.
Oh, I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
You're not supposed to
Oh,
bring...
there's Gung Ho.
Yeah, you're supposed to bring Realm and Strago here later, after you get Shadow, but since I brought them to get Shadow, I sequence broke the storyline, so they fly in, and then they realize they're in Thamasa after they're already there, when they're walking out.
Oh. So, like, do you have to fight hidden, or you can't get Shadow anymore? Does that have any kind of effect, or just the dialogue's out of order?
The dialogue is just out of order.
Oh, okay. Do we fight hidden here?
No.
Oh.
I fight him the next episode. It's just kind of a boring dungeon, and I wanted to get Locke in this episode,
Yeah,
and that takes a while.
Very obnoxious dungeon, too. But I mean, we've set all this up. I guess it's too late. You'd have to play the Ocarina of Time and go back to when you were recording this video to go fight hidden, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's not too hard. Go do that.
If only I could ever remember the Song of Time. I always forget that one. I think it's right A down or something, right?
That might be backwards.
Oh.
That makes time go slower. I think it's down A right.
Like when I'm playing the game, I can just do it on the D-pad, but then when I'm actually, I can never remember what they actually are.
So here we are at the Majora's Mask LP.
Yep. Every time we switch to a different LP, take a drink.
There's actually an LP of every video game.
That's how inclusive we are.
Yeah.
We're such nice people. And so I leave, never to completely ignore the hit-on side quest.
Oh. I figure there's more important things to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Kefka is doing something, right?
Yeah, there's only one reward to hit on side quest, and that's Grand Train. Or is it still called that in the advanced release? Because I think Grand Train is horribly
Grand Delta.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Because the Grand Train sounds very horribly mistranslated.
Yeah, because I think they took it because the status attack with the same graphic that's supposed to be Trine became Train. So I think they just renamed it Grand Train.
I'm sorry, oh, I can't blame them, because what the hell's a trine, but still.
I just didn't make any more sense for it to be train.
I don't know. What were you gonna do in that situation?
Suplex it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Suplexes solve everything.